We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I'm smiling down, every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot. You only get one shot.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Rams, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Ingram again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the
gain of 21 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle, Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. They find some open field here. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. They give to Ingram up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense.
But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. Ingram again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Keontae Ingram. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cardinals are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath. Settle down and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray. His target, it's Trey McBride. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Cardinals 7, Rams nothing. Down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And now the up man has throws it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going right back to Akers. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down with Akers. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
32 and 54.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. He had the distance, but it's no good.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Now left side of the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Murray now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Stafford down to throw. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A give up the middle to Akers. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're hopelessly out of the game. But not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to back it up.
Square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This one complete to Ingram. Room here to run. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Keontae Ingram, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 27.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense, back-to-back they've been tackled behind the line. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Dancing to his left. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
He's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7.
Rams 7.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Josh Jackson.
And the Cardinals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. In other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know if
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.